Okay, it's week 12. We're about 4 weeks away from the end of the semester. This week, we're still talking about Essay 3, and instead of talking about critical reading and summary this week, we're really getting into the nuts and bolts of Essay 3 of infosynthesis. Before you go too far this week, make sure that you take a look at your E2 feedback that's available to you this week. Go back to that Turnitin link and take a look at my comments and things like that. Don't just look at your grade. This week, we're going to start really talking about how to build an infosynthesis essay. I think it helps to think of infosynthesis as an argument essay. So if you've ever written a classic argument or a traditional argument essay where you have a thesis statement and you support it with evidence from sources, that's exactly what you're doing in infosynthesis. So one thing that's going to be very strange to you this week, let me turn my editing off, sorry, it looks weird. Okay, here we go. One thing that's going to look a little strange to you is synthesized summaries. So last week we just did straight summaries to get you remembering what a summary is and how to think about a summary. So regular summaries are very short and they're about a single article. A synthesized summary is a single paragraph that summarizes and synthesizes both articles. So in your essay, that summary paragraph will have to be a synthesized summary. Please make sure you look at this Writing Synthesized Summaries. This has some guidelines and a sample. So make sure you look at that. Make sure you do that very carefully. In fact, your article pair summary this week is a synthesized summary so that you can get a little bit of feedback on that before you do it in your essay. Other than that, as always, there are a bunch of resources, particularly for writing infosynthesis. This one is a print source, it's a PDF, and there are 2 videos, how to write infosynthesis. Both of these are really good information about how to write infosynthesis, how to write that argument paper. So make sure you take a look at those. They won't take you too long, but they'll be really important when you're starting to put together your essay. You also still have those integrating quotes and MLA citations. Make sure you refresh your memory about those. I'll be a lot harder on you than I was in E2 because you've done them already, so you should be perfecting them at this point. So just like last week, you've got your article pairs, article pair 2 this time, not article pair 1. This one's the one about poverty. You also have your discussion forum, same as last week. You'll have to choose some critical analysis questions, post your favorite one, and then reply to others' critical analysis questions. Don't forget that your reply posts should be much more in-depth than your initial post for these ones. Otherwise, final project guidelines are still here. Hopefully you looked at those last week. If you didn't, now is definitely the time. Tuesday, December 5th is coming up very quickly. It's about 4 weeks away. Other than that, if you have any questions, as always, let me know, and happy Halloween!